What's up, family? It's Kyle King here, and we are back. But hold on, before we get started, I have a question. How many times have you tried to do something, two things at once, and it was successful for you? How many times? I mean, like you were trying to cook in FaceTime, so you probably overcooked something. You were trying to have a conversation, a real deep, romantic, intimate conversation with a spouse or a loved one, but you were texting. Or that other person was texting and you felt like what? It was disrespectful. I want you to put some respect on your author journey. A lot of people continue to ask me the same question. Kyle, should I just work on one book at a time? Or is it okay to work on 2 books at a time? No. The fact that you're asking me that question and you haven't even finished your first book is the problem. Shout out to my man that wrote the book, The One Thing. Not gonna give him, because I want y'all to go actually find him. I'm gonna put the description below, but type in The One Thing in Google and go get the book. At the beginning of the book, it talks about just this scene. If you're trying to chase 2 rabbits and catch 2 rabbits at one time, would you catch any? If you were trying to capture 2 rabbits at the same time, you wouldn't end up catching either one. They're gonna run in different directions. When we think about this author journey, you cannot focus on 2 themes at once. You cannot focus on 2 stories at once. You cannot focus on 2 chapters at once. What I want you to do is write 1 book from 1 theme to talk to 1 person, build 1 funnel, build 1 automation, and I want you to make your first $1 million. And then I want you to take the profits from the book, build out a fully automated system. And then what do I want you to do? I want you to automate that system, take some of the profit and proceeds, then have the money and the resources to take some time away so that you can then intentionally focus on the next book. And then I want you to run it up again, using those 7 streams of income that we talked about in another video. Then I want you to put the second book in place, and then the third book in place. Now, I'm not gonna say you can't write multiple books in a year, or once it gets done, you can't do it in a year. But what I want you to focus on is get that 1 message done first, that 1 book done first, that 1 system built first before you start focusing on the second. Now, one thing that I did early as an author, I wrote different books to approach different types of people, or to market to different types of people. 1 was in the educational industry, 1 was specific to students, 1 was specific to artists and poets, and then 1 was specific to business owners. Now, when we talk about a marketing strategy, and if you have that 1 book, you can market multiple books at one time, but you have to use multiple platforms. You have to use multiple mediums. What I mean is multiple different ways to being able to get in front of more people. You can't just use Instagram to market 4 books at one time, or Facebook to market 4 books at one time. Leverage a specific market on LinkedIn and market your book there. Leverage a specific market on Instagram. Market 1 book there. Leverage specific Facebook groups, market 1 book there. And then reach out to schools, conference directors, businesses, organizations, nonprofit organizations, community organizations, religious establishments, and then market 1 book there. Imagine if you had 7 books that were leveraging all 7 streams of income. Now you have 49, almost 50 streams of income because you were intentional. Because in 7 years, let's say you only focused on 1 book per year, built a system, 12 months. In 7 years, you would have 49 streams of income. So let me ask you this question. Do you really want to focus on 7 books at one time and not finish any? Or do you want to be intentional, and do you want to be focused enough for 1 year so that in 7 you can have 49 streams of income? Hopefully that answers the question, if I should only focus on 1 book at a time. And if y'all have any more questions, put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next video.